Hi there, my name is Carol Sissom, and we have another really exciting interview. And today I am with David and Danny, and these two gentlemen are really a part of history in Indianapolis because they are probably the greatest Elvis Presley fans I don't know about in the world, but definitely probably in the United States. And they're living right here in Indianapolis. And they invited me into their home today. And I'm so blessed to have met them. And I'm so blessed to be in this home. This home should be a National Historic Museum because you literally have thousands of trophies and artifacts and just pieces of art here that are a resemblance of the legacy of Elvis Presley, but also of how much you adore him and how you have since you were 4 years old.
Yeah.
So I just want you to tell me a little bit about your story. You have been collecting these things, not just these little bobbleheads, but you've been collecting so much, from books to just pictures to memories and studying, and you guys are like experts. You've told me already things about Elvis that I never would have known, and I grew up listening to Elvis. But tell me a little bit about your story and your fascination with Elvis Presley. We'll start with you, David.
Well, my mom got me started. I was 4 years old.
You're 4 years old and you're listening to Elvis.
Yep.
And so tell me about your mom and how she got you started.
Oh, she loved him.
She actually bought us our first Elvis record.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And we had one of these kind of record players where you can plug it in or run by batteries, or
Right.
you know, the old-fashioned record player.
Like we drop one at a time.
Right, right.
And we used to put a stack of Elvis records on.
Our dad didn't like it.
Our dad, he wasn't too much of an Elvis fan.
Really? Really?
But
Did that cause a little friction there?
But he surprised me one day.
Well, in fact, I was wearing mine out when, he told my mom, I'm going to break every one of those things.
Oh, my.
No, you're not.
Right.
He surprised
Right.
me. He surprised me one day.
So what year, do you mind telling us your age? What year were you born?
60.
Okay.
52.
Okay, so you're right there in the middle of all that. I know 1957 was a really big year.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me about the songs that you liked.
There's not too many I don't like.
There wasn't too many I didn't like.
Right. Top three.
Don't Be Cruel. I say, That's When Your Hearts Begin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's Now or Never.
And me, probably If I Can Dream, Can't Help Falling in Love,
Mm-hmm.
Love Me Tender.
Mm-hmm. But Elvis was more than the music. He was more than a musician.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great person.
Elvis, you love him.
He's a
And you
great
couldn't
person.
have all this in your house if you didn't love the man.
Well, one example, when he's drafted to go in the Army, they gave him a chance to buy his way out of it. No one will serve. I told him, so why didn't you just go in Special Forces, just entertain the troops, you don't have to work? No, I'll be treating you better than everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he proved that with his life. Right. Right.
Did you hear the story about when he bought this old lady a Cadillac?
No.
He was at a car dealer where they're selling nothing but Cadillacs and Lincolns.
Mm-hmm.
He had his windows down. He's in there talking to the manager. Well, this old lady, about 80 years old, she looking through
Moving to the window like that.
Well, Elvis came on the other side there, and she's going.
They came up behind her, she didn't know it.
Said, Elvis said, "You like this car?" And she goes,
She couldn't talk.
"So I'll tell you what," said, "you pick out any car on this lot and it's yours." So he bought her a Cadillac.
She gave it to her daughter.
I think I've heard stories like that about
And
him.
there was a DJ I heard about that, and he said, "I sure would like to have a
Yeah.
new car in my driveway." And woke up next morning, new car in my
Yes, I
driveway.
wish you get me one. Next
Right.
day I got him one.
Right. Right. What else is it about Elvis that you love, that you have this obsession, this love, this passion?
Well, it's like that concert there on that road. He didn't take a dime for doing it. All went to a cancer fund.
And that St. Jude Hospital in Memphis, they got in financial trouble. It was about ready to close. Elvis' money kept it going.
Well, Danny Thomas started it, did a lot of good work, yeah, but Elvis' money kept it going.
But why do you care so much?
He's not only the greatest singer and entertainer of all time, he's one of the greatest people of all time.
Yeah, he's very, very generous.
Would you call Elvis royalty?
In
the music world, yeah.
Music world, yeah. Royalty, yeah.
The fans,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
thousands, millions of fans.
Oh, yeah.
They worshipped Elvis, didn't they?
Well,
Oh,
in fact, there's a reason they had to start making an announcement. Elvis left the building.
Right.
The reason for that was because when he first started touring again, after an hour after the concert was over, there'd still be 18,000, 20,000 people in the arena thinking he's still there. So they have somebody start making an announcement. Elvis lit the building.
Right.
Yeah, actually, the guy that said that, I met him in person. So.
Right. Wow. Now, the fascination started when you were 4.
Yep.
Did you have an Elvis lunchbox when you went to school?
Probably did.
Probably did. I don't remember. Probably did.
Got lost a long time ago.
So, in listening to Elvis, so what schools did you guys go to? This house, right? You grew up here, right?
No.
This is your mom's home.
He grew up on Lord Street. I grew up on Keystone.
Yeah, I went to school 8.
I went to school 3.
So, and then Elvis carried on into high school, and
yeah.
what were your first cars?
Well, I never drove.
He never drove.
I wasn't able to.
Right.
I never been killed 2 different accidents, so
Right.
my body's too banged up.
Right. So, absolutely, you get your first job, and you were married, right? So, what's your life like? What do the ladies think of this fascination you have with Elvis?
Well, they kind of get a kick out of it. You know.
Right.
I'll tell you something funny though. I was working at a place called General Devices, and I got hired on Elvis' birthday.
Really?
January 8th.
Right.
So I always took that day off every year.
Now tell me about this look here.
Well,
Did this just come natural?
well,
Do you do work to make this happen?
No, with mine it started growing out like in high school, and I thought they looked pretty good, so I kept them.
Right.
Took a lot of ribbon about it, but
Right. So you've had these sideburns for how many years?
pretty much since high school.
Oh, I don't know. This is years and years.
Right. Now, who stopped you in the street and asked for an autograph?
A lot of people.
These ladies at the grocery store.
About where to go.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you something funny happened one time. I went to every year the last day of the Indiana State Fair. Me and my little buddy, we always wore jumpsuits there. We'd sign autographs and get our picture taken. And, well, on the way there, I had a flat tire. A state cop pulled up behind us. And he looked at me and he goes, "What's the matter, Elvis?" I said, "Well, man, I got a flat tire. I don't want to get my jumpsuit dirty. I'm going to do a show. Here, Elvis, I'll change it for you."
Wow.
State cop cleaned my tire.
Wow.
I never Halloween. I sat out there where mine passed out the candy, and moms go by. Want the kids sitting on a lap take a picture. And some of them want to.
Right. Now, tell me about your jumpsuits.
Mine's not very good.
It's not just the sideburns and the hair. The hair must come natural. What about the jumpsuits?
Mine's not very good, but
Well, actually, I had a cheap one, you know.
Yeah.
But when I went to Vegas, when John Stewart gave me an all-expense-paid trip to Vegas,
Right.
he said, "We're going to be doing a 2-night show on stage." He said, "You don't need a jumpsuit," so he had one made for me.
Right.
Cost
So
$1,400.
you performed in front of 7,000 people?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Were you scared?
No. I was excited, but I wasn't nervous a bit.
Right. Did you go on stage as Elvis or a fan?
It was Elvis.
Right.
Yeah, they had something like 50 Elvises up there,
Right.
2 nights.
Right.
One of them was a 7-year-old.
well, I got like 4 or 5-year-old kids impersonate Elvis.
Right.
They had a Elvis minister on there. They call him Elvis Presley.
Right. I think you can even get married and
Oh, you can get married in Vegas.
right.
Yeah, they got
Right.
Elvis minister there. And
Now tell me about the day that Elvis died. I remember.
So
I remember. Yeah,
What were you doing?
I was actually over at my my mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law, and father-in-law. They had the TV on, and all of a sudden, breaking news: Elvis died.
Did you believe it?
Oh yeah.
Well, at first it's hard to believe it, but
Well, I seen it on TV, so I figured I believe it.
What did he die of?
Well, they say he died over.
well, it's a combination of things. When Priscilla left, broke up, his family got more and more depressed and withdrawn, and then he turned to drugs, and his health went. And so his heart, it was his heart, and he had bleeding ulcers and asthma and glaucoma and all kinds of stuff.
It was a combination of things that killed him.
Besides, he's being worked to death.
Right.
People now, they do like maybe 50 concerts a year. He was averaging more than 150 concerts a year. So he's being worked
So
to death.
what was Indianapolis like when Elvis died?
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Everybody
I know
was.
you guys were grieving, but how did the city handle
Oh,
his
everybody
death?
was. Everybody was.
Well, I a lot of people were.
Oh, everybody was.
Absolutely. I couldn't help but notice when I pulled up to the museum, you guys live next door to a church.
Yep.
Now, I heard Elvis was a Christian and that he liked to sing a lot of gospel songs.
Well, he loves to sing gospel music. That's his favorite thing to sing.
Well, that's funny. One day the preacher over there seen me and he said, why don't you put on your jumpsuit and bring a old CD over here and you sing along with the CD and have a mic. And
Right.
so I did that and they all loved it.
What did you sing?
His hand in mine, how great thou art.
Right.
He touched me. I did a lot of
Well,
it.
in fact, that was the last appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. You know, one of his mom's favorite songs was Peace in the Valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
She asked him if he'd do it for her, and he promised he would, but they tried talking him out of it. They wanted doing a gospel song on national television.
Right.
He wanted to Heartbreak Hotel, Money, Honey, and all that.
Right.
He told him, no, I promise I'm going to do it, and we'll do it.
Right. Now, what's with the glasses? Do you wear those all the time?
No.
No? Just for the...
Well, in fact, I got 3 different colored ones. I got those light blue ones you already seen.
Right,
them.
right,
Then these are a little darker. Then I got some real dark.
right. Wow. Look at you. Hey. Look at this.
There's a mirror up here. Say how you looking. There's a mirror right there. Say how you looking.
Oh,
Right
okay.
here.
Right.
Around the corner.
It's right there.
Back to Elvis being a Christian. Do you think Elvis is in heaven?
Oh, yeah. If there is one, he's there.
I say he's there, yeah.
If there is one, he's there.
Why do you say that?
Because the kind of person he was.
Kind of person he was. He helped so many people.
Strangers.
Right. That's hard to fake that.
Yeah, you can't fake that.
Well, it's like when he started touring again, you know, he had friends and relatives of band members come on the plane and meet him and everything. There's a kid like 16 years old sitting across from him. He was just starting a band. By that time, Elvis had rings every finger. He's admired one of his rings. Someday I'm going to have a ring like that. So he got it now, took off, gave it to him.
I heard some people say that if Elvis wasn't a famous musician, he would have been a preacher.
Might have.
Probably would have been, yeah. Probably would have been.
He had that love. Now, what's your funniest story?
Funny story.
I always have to ask, what's your funniest story?
Well, I'd say that state cop changing my tire was
Right.
pretty funny.
I'm trying to think of one I can say here.
Right.
Well, I guess it might be in the Kmart one time. And, you know, some girl came up to me, can I ask you something? Yeah. Oh, damn, are those real? So, yeah, there's nothing fake about me. What you see is what you get, you know.
Right.
I said, can I feel them? I know you can feel anything you want.
Right. Now, do you notice now that, you know, even like with my children, I grew up listening to Elvis on the radio in the house all the time. As generation upon generation gets a little bit older, how do you think the world feels about Elvis today?
Our new generation's Elvis fan.
Of course, you got kids that like rap and stuff like that.
Yeah, but there's new generations of Elvis fans.
There's a new generation of Elvis
Oh, yeah.
fans coming
Right.
There's still 4-year-old Elvis
Why
impersonators.
is that?
up.
His music will never die.
His music will never die.
Right. Now, how was his music life-changing? In your opinion, his closest fans, how was that music life-changing?
Well, you just listen to his music and, you know, you feel it.
Right.
Yeah, just something comes over you when you listen to
You
it.
feel different.
Right.
It's like, especially gospel music.
Do you think you had to work at it, or did it come natural?
Oh, no, it
Well,
came
it just
natural.
came natural.
Well, like his mom
Natural
told a story one time, like he was like 4 years old. You know, he went to church down in Tupelo, and you know, he slid off her lap and went down to the choir and tried to sing with the choir. They couldn't keep up with him, but
Right. And you guys have done a lot of TV interviews, a lot of magazine articles, and have you been in any books or any other documentaries?
Actually, I'm in a documentary right now.
Are you?
Well, we both are, actually.
Tell us about it.
We're in a documentary called Heart of the King.
yeah, they filmed part of it here.
Part of the film right here is
What about the Heart of the King?
John Stewart, Legends in Concert out of Las Vegas.
Right.
Did that documentary and put me and him and a friend of ours in that documentary.
Right.
Well, so is her mom. She's alive, ain't she?
Right.
Yeah, our mom's
right.
in it.
Now, when it's time for you guys to join Elvis in heaven, what are you going to do with all this stuff? Are you going to donate it to a museum, or?
Well, I'm gonna try to think of somebody that maybe likes Elvis not as much as I do, but close.
Right.
Give
right,
it to them.
Right. Do you belong to an Elvis fan club?
No,
No. Ever thought about starting one?
not really.
I thought about it, but
Right.
you know.
We have some amazing things. I know we're going to get a lot of photography and a little more things. I hope I can get your autograph before I leave.
I'm sure you can.
All righty. Well,
Well, in fact, when he wanted to do the How Great Thou Art album, Colonel Parker didn't want him to do it because he told him it won't sell as good as the movie albums, you know.
And you guys sing. You invited me on Tuesday night. You're going to be performing where?
At Moose Lodge at Beach Grove.
Right. Do people come up? Do you have quite a following?
There's a fairly good crowd there. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm not able to get out much. I take so much medication that...
Right. If Elvis were sitting right over there in that chair, watching us, what would he tell us right now? What would he tell the audience?
Well, I think he'll be surprised at how many fans he's still got. You know.
He probably think, you know, as modest as he was, he'd probably say he don't deserve all the adulation.
Right.
He deserved that and more.
I think he'd be very surprised at how many fans he's still got.
Right. After so many years.
Yeah.
He'd probably say that doesn't deserve it. Well, in fact, he said that many times. In fact, that little Hawaii concert after it was over,
Right.
you know, somebody gave him a gold crown. No, he wouldn't put it on. You know, I call him the king.
Right.
He said, "No, I'm not a king. There's only one king,
Right. Who's that?
Jesus."
That's right.
He wouldn't wear it, but he accepted the gift.
Right.
He walked around stage with his hand, but
He wouldn't wear it.
Put it on.
That's cool. Well, thank you. I am blessed just having met you guys, and I'm excited. Back to you.